Nutty Sports Gamer here with episode 2 of Sherman Byers. We are recreating the legendary coach Urban Meyer's career with my coach Sherman Byers, who in the first episode we saw signed a contract with Notre Dame to be their OC, took them to the playoff where they faced Miami, accepted the head coaching job at Akron, much like Urban Meyer accepted the coaching job at Bowling Green, two MAC schools. Miami beat Notre Dame in the first round of the playoffs to finish up Notre Dame's campaign in 2024, and thus Sherman Byers' Notre Dame career. He moved on to Akron, where he went 10-2 with them his first year and took them to the MAC championship game. They went 8-0 in the MAC after going 2-2 to start the season, and now they have to face the Ball State Cardinals at Ford Field in Detroit. It's the first quarter with Ethan Vasco as their quarterback, the 4-star transfer. He throws a pick here on 2nd and 1, and Ball State doesn't get a pick six, but they set themselves up nicely for a score, which they do get. So it's 7-0. Vasco, in the second quarter, throws another interception to 12 on Ball State, but still 7-0. Can Vasco recover? Yes, he can with this throw to Williams, the running back, who takes it to the house, tying the game at 7 apiece. Later in the second, Vasco to Walker, who's going to run, putting on the burners, taking it all the way to the freaking one. I hate when that happens. Now Vasco to Jordan Simmons for the touchdown to give the Zips a 14-7 lead. Vasco to Simmons again in the third quarter now, converting that third down situation. Now it's second down. Vasco, the time, throws it to Golden, who nearly gets the touchdown there. Gets stopped at the 1. Now here's Vasco with the touchdown pass to Golden, or to Walker. So now it's 21-7. Seems like the Akron Zips are getting control of this game. Here's a screen to Simmons, who will convert the third down. Pass midfield in the fourth quarter. How about a pass to Walker? Gets at the 30. 21-7 still is the score. How about a rollout and a pass to Newell, the tight end, who scores a touchdown, pretty much sealing the game for the Akron Zips and the MAC championship. And now there's 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 28-14. Pretty much just trying to ice this game. I think I let the CPU kick the field goal. Yes, I do. Don't want to risk it. Missed a lot of field goals in the last episode, as you might have seen. 38-22, the final score. And yes, the Akron Zips will win the MAC championship. 425 passing yards for Ethan Vasco, 4 touchdown passes. And there they are celebrating with the trophy on Ford Field. And yes, Sherman Byers, his first year as Akron head coach, he leads the Akron Zips to, I believe, their first ever MAC championship. You can go back and see if that's right or wrong, but I believe I'm correct on that. They are not historically a very successful team, but yet they pulled it off here. MAC champions, gotta love it. And you know what this means for them? We'll soon find out. First, Cade Klubnik won the Heisman Trophy. 40 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. Kind of crazy. But the Akron Zips are going to actually be in the college football playoff. Obviously, we saw in the last episode that they made the bracket. I'm still surprised this happened. 35 touchdown passes and 13 INTs for Vasco so far this season. And now he's going to be, in the playoffs, so his stats will continue to accumulate. You see Harvey Broussard of the Raging Cajuns with some nice stats as a receiver. Yeah, Vasco leading the league, leading the whole nation in passing yards. Klubnik has 40 touchdown passes, and then Syracuse quarterback with the most INTs. And here we are. Here's the bracket. So Akron's going to face Texas, get Illinois, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, Pittsburgh, Indiana, Georgia, and then you get the top 4, Kansas State, Oregon, etc. And it looks like no one's going to offer me a head coaching job. So we're just not going to... Notre Dame wants me back. But I'm doing pretty well at Akron. Sherman Byers are doing pretty well at Akron, so I'm not quite sure I want to downgrade to a coordinator position, especially some of these guys are after me. Defensive coordinator position doesn't make much sense. But we are in Texas now, Austin, Texas, to face the Texas Longhorns. Now, we faced a couple of Power 4, where are we at now? Power 4 teams this season. Lost bad to Nebraska and to Virginia. So, going to be interesting to see how Akron handles a very, very strong, very elite Texas squad at home, at their stadium. So here we are. Vasco with a deep pass to Williams, who's going to take it all the way to the freaking house for the touchdown to give the Zips a 7-zip lead. And Texas fans are shocked everywhere. Can you believe it? Texas does fire back with a score. So let's jump ahead to, well, wait, now it's 10-6. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why that happened, but let's actually get back to playing on offense there. 13-10 now is the score. Late in the first, and oh, there we go. That's a familiar sight. An interception. Vasco throwing it to Texas there. Now it's 16-10. Vasco, what are we even doing? What are we doing? Throwing a ridiculous pass like that. Another interception. And Texas scores another field goal. 19-10. Vasco, have any more tricks up your sleeve? I mean that sarcastically. Oh, we actually got a catch there. Walker with a catch. A big catch. Midway through the second quarter. 3rd and goal now. And we got risky pass, but hey, we can get this field goal maybe. Let's see if this is something we could do. No, it's not. I thought that should gone in. That should have gone in, right? Like, that's kind of weird that didn't go in, if you ask me. But here's Newell with the jewel of a first down. And Vasco, despite the interceptions, over 200 yards passing. Now here's Vasco with the throw to Simmons for the touchdown. And hey, hello, it's 19-17, folks. Or is it anymore? Actually, no, it's 32-17. Texas just scored 2 unanswered touchdowns. We didn't even get a chance to get the ball between touchdowns. So that kind of sucks. So now we're down 2 scores. We got to try and play catch up. Norton with that first down there at the 25-yard line. You know, we're halfway through the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be a tough sled, and especially when you throw another interception, you jackass. 3 picks for Vasco. Obviously all on me, but you know what? We're back in the red zone, 3rd and goal. And here is a throw. And the ball gets to the 1-yard line after Kravac catches it. Now we got a touchdown from the fullback / tight end, making it 39-24. Texas scored again. But you know what? Akron is firing back. Akron's showing some fight here. We can't discount that. Here is Vasco with the throw to Kravac for the first down. 311 passing yards for Vasco so far. And now here is Simmons, Jordan Simmons with the first down. As we are in the 4th quarter. Got the play action fake, throw to Newell. 2nd and 3 now with 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. And we got Williams for the touchdown. And all of a sudden, it's a what? No, never mind. It was a 1-score game briefly. But check this out, motherfucker. Walker with a huge touchdown to once again bring the Akron Zips to a 1-score game. 4th and 6 now. And we got a first down. Akron could actually do this. Vasco, what do you say? Interception. Man. They actually had a chance to win that game. But the story of the game are the picks. Oh, so many picks. 49-37, the final score. But, man, Arch Manning had 337 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Man, there was a real chance there. Akron actually had some shots there, but 4 interceptions. That's hard to overcome, no matter who you play. especially when you throw a pick 6 in the mix there. Man, but you know what? I feel like you got to feel hopeful as a team, as a program, to go toe-to-toe with Texas like that, and by and large, show up. Akron showed up. You have to admit that. Sherman Byers' squad, can't feel too down about it. Of course, the only head coaching jobs we get are pretty much downgrades. Old Dominion and Jacksonville State. Yeah, we don't need that. If we're gonna go up, we're gonna go up a little bit higher than in prestige than those teams. So yeah, I'm not too impressed with those coaching offers. We're gonna reject that. We're committed to at least a 2-year Akron stint, so we're gonna stick with that. Texas, meanwhile, beats Kansas State. Kansas State did terrible against Texas compared to us. So Texas moves on to the Final Four. Check out the bowl matchups elsewhere. You can see all that in case you're a completist or something. I don't know why you would be. But yeah, there are all the other matchups. Maybe this will be important. Maybe it won't be. I guess we'll see. But yeah, and then Georgia. Is it Georgia beat Alabama? Yeah, Georgia beat Alabama. Clemson beat Pitt. And Texas A&M beat, was it Oregon? So, yeah, the Final Four is set. Texas A&M versus Texas, Clemson versus Georgia. I believe that's 3 SEC schools in the Final Four. Let's see what the final matchup is going to be. So, Georgia beat Clemson, which means we now have Georgia versus Texas A&M, SEC versus SEC. The previous season, we had Penn State face Ohio State. So, now we got the 2 SEC schools added. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what the results are. Texas A&M. Texas A&M actually wins the national title over the Georgia Bulldogs, which I found pretty surprising that Georgia couldn't pull it off. 38-35 was the final score. Sounds like that probably was a good game. Big back and forth there, a lot of offense. So that's a pretty fun thing to have happen. But yeah, Texas A&M 2025 national champions. Previous year, Ohio State won it. Texas A&M wins it in year 2 in this coaching dynasty. Cade Klubnik, player of the year. Best head coach, Clemson head coach. But hey, Sherman Byers, our guy, wasn't too far down the list. I don't think Ethan Vasco made best quarterback list. I don't think any of the other guys made any lists, actually. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think we had anybody do anything here. But we're checking it just to check it, because, you never know sometimes. Oh, here we go. Jake Newell, best tight end. We have another year with him. We have another year with Jake Newell, so that's pretty fun. So, yeah, Akron had a pretty successful season, 11-3. And, went toe-to-toe with Texas in the playoff. Would have been nice to just win a lowly bowl game. That's kind of what I was hoping we would do. I wasn't really anticipating a playoff appearance. But still glad we got it under our belt, 38 touchdown passes and 17 interceptions for Vasco. If it wasn't for the freaking playoff, his numbers would look a lot better. Walker had over 1,000 yards receiving, which I think is a pretty cool note to end on for his career at Akron. You can see the other stats there as well for Akron. Checking out the national stats. And, yeah, Broussard led the league in receiving yards, rushing yards, Damian Martinez, and then Cade Klubnik passing yards. But Vasco was right there, despite playing fewer games, I believe. Also had a lot of interceptions, but we just talked about why that happened. I think he only had 13 going into the playoff, and I think he only had 11 going into the conference championship game. So yeah. So if it wasn't for that, his numbers would have been a lot better. But only one guy transferring. Jason Jenkins, because of playing time. Probably because we got other guys who are a lot better than him. So you know what? Bye-bye. You're gone. But we're going to miss Golden. We're going to miss Walker. Here's who we've signed so far. We got 15 signees. Looks like they're all 3 stars. Some receivers, some linemen. Trying to build the trenches and the linebacking core. But look, we're at 84 overall now. We're getting really good. Williams is 87 overall. our running back. We got Newell, we got Norton, Davis, and Goodwin. We got, there's Newell again. Fullback? Okay. I guess he'll be fullback sometimes. Norton, Davis, Goodwin, Swartzen, and Rush, and Kroom. That's our receiving core. So we'll see more of Norton, I would imagine, and more of Davis. I think we saw a little bit of Davis the previous season, but not too much. Wisner, Newell, and Ford, those are our tight ends. I guess we'll be seeing Wisner more often than Newell. Is that possible? Newell didn't really progress the way you would hope. He was a pretty fine receiver for us, lining up at the tight end position. But, now I guess we're going to be seeing more of Wisner, who I think, what happened to him? I don't know if he was a transfer or what, but he is now number one on the depth chart there. And you got Ford down there, the 3 spot. Then you got James, you got Lyons, you got Williams, it's Scroggs. Yeah, overall, I think Jonas Mann, I think our offensive line has heavily improved from year one to from year 0 to year 1 to year 2. If you consider year 0 the year that Sherman Byers was at Notre Dame, that's some hell of an improvement for the squad, because they were a 73 overall, this Akron team. Now they're an 84, so that 11-point jump is quite crazy, if you ask me. And a lot of that had to do with, building this team up to the transfer portal. A lot of that had to do with some good recruiting. As you see, there's a lot of freshmen now that are, on the depth chart. We're waiting in the wings. But, of course, we're probably not going to see many of these freshmen grow up with us, because we're going to be leaving this team after a year. I'm going to say that right now. It's happening. Don't get attached to Akron, guys. We're leaving. All right, we're all about the buck. We're all about trying to find a better school to make more money. We love our players, but ultimately we're going to take the paycheck, whatever we get after this season. Hopefully have another great season, another playoff appearance. We could do it. 84 overall type team. We definitely can do something like that again, I think. So maybe we can actually win a playoff game too. That'd be kind of crazy if Akron could do that. But yeah, our roster overall looking pretty good. Let us now check out the top 25 rankings. I don't think we're ranked anymore. Texas A&M is ranked number 1. You got Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Oregon, Texas, Pitt, Tennessee, Illinois, Texas Tech, Kansas State, etc., etc. Penn State down there, South Carolina, LSU, North Carolina. And yeah, gonna be fun to see if Texas A&M can stay hot all throughout the season, or if it's just hype, like it usually is with these things, with preseason rankings. There's the conference standings. Obviously, there's really not much. I think there's a reason to show you this, actually, because I rebuilt the Pac-12. That's what I did. I remember now. So things look a little bit different here. The Conference USA, I think I might have made a couple of changes, and you'll see ultimately, and I think in the American too. But I had to do something with the Pac-12 because they're just dying over here. So there's the MAC, there's the MWC, Mountain West. They have fewer teams now. And if you go ahead and check out the Pac-12, you'll see there's Oregon State, Fresno State, Boise State, UTSA, Louisiana, Texas State, Memphis, Tulsa, Colorado State, Utah State, San Diego State, and Washington State. Why did I do this? Because I'm kind of hoping one of these teams wants to hire me next year. I'm kind of hoping we can get because in real life, Urban Meyer went to Utah after Bowling Green. So it'd be nice to do a West, a team in the West or a team in the Pac-12. Be nice to, and the Pac-12 is more or less, they're like a mid-major conference now. They're not really a power conference, but I still think all these schools are a step above Akron in terms of prestige. So I think that would be a fun thing to have happen for Sherman Byers. We'll see if that's something that we can properly set up and be fun to be in the new Pac-12. But hey, we got a whole season of Akron football to do. So let's get into that. As you can see, they start out with Appalachian State, Kansas State, San Diego State, and Arkansas. Or Arkansas State? Yeah, I think. Or is it just Arkansas? I'm already blanking. Jeremiah State, Heisman Trophy candidate, leader, possibly. Let's get into the games. Let's get right into Season 2. And there's Wisner getting a catch against Appalachian State, our home opener for the 2026 season. Here's a throw to Norton for the first down. Here's Vasco. Shotgun thrown into Williams, the running back. So Williams is the feature back now. Simmons is gone. Here's Weatherspoon. with a touchdown for the Akron Zips. And now the score is it the first touchdown? Yeah, 7-0. 4th and 3. We're going to convert with Weatherspoon, new receiver on this team. Can't remember if it was a transfer or someone we recruited, but there's Weatherspoon again. He's going to be featured a lot, at least in this game. I don't know about the whole season, but he's already all over the field. Now here is Wisner with a touchdown catch. So maybe, oh, that's Newell. Never mind. I'm sorry, Newell. You're back. Newell making that touchdown catch. Here is rushing to the end zone up against Appalachian State. Big touchdown there, 21-0. Now it's 4th and 2. And here is Newell now at running back, scoring a touchdown, making it 28-0. And yeah, this Akron team definitely looking, the part, right? 84 overall team that you kind of see it. You know what else is cool? I feel like there's more fans in the stands, which is kind of cool. 52-10, the final score. Yeah, Akron just feels different. Akron just feels, they got a little bit more muscle to them. 331 passing yards for Ethan Basco. 5 touchdown passes. Did he even throw a pick? Nope. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not trying to overdo it, but it's pretty exciting to see this team really humming, firing on all cylinders, and it's hopefully a sign of things to come for this season as you see Appalachian State stats. But yeah, 52-10 final score. Now we have to face Kansas State. So last year we had a tough time with these power conference schools. Is that going to happen again with Kansas State in Kansas? Very possible this happens to us at the Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Kansas is the 11th team in the country. They already scored a touchdown, so we're already in trouble. But here's a first down from Davis to lead things off for Akron's offensive possession, their first one. And here's a sack. What am I even doing? It's 4th down. I don't understand why I wasn't throwing the ball there. We got another touchdown for Kansas State and another touchdown. Jesus Christ. What the hell happened? And now we have Basco with the play action fake. That looks like a pick, but it wasn't. Thank God. We're going to pump the ball. No, we're not. We're going to do something crazy here. No, okay. We got a first down. Not bad. That was Wisner with the catch. Here is a drop back. Screen. Williams with the first down. 29 receiving yards for Williams so far. Here is the throw to Wisner for the first down. 1st and goal now is the situation. Newell with the touchdown. Nice to see Newell get some touchdowns at fullback. Here is a nice throw to Weatherspoon. Nice catch. Nice first down. 2nd and 6. And we will have a touchdown for the Akron. So 21-14. We're coming back into this one, baby. Now here's Davis with the first down, going out of bounds. Trying to maybe tie this game or make it a 21-17 game before halftime. And here's Wisner. We have 1 timeout left. Can we score before half? How about this play? 4th and 5. Timeout. Field goal. Oh no, I gotta kick a field goal. I don't like this. Ooh, actually I actually made it. Can you believe it? 21-17 going into halftime. And we get the ball back, folks. 3rd and 4. First down, Williams. Oh, wait, no. He dropped the pass. God damn it. And Kansas State scores. Damn it. 28-17 now. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Williams with the first down for Akron. Hopefully we can get this back to a 1-score game. Definitely have more fight. Oh, and there's an interception. Just as I was saying, we had more fight against Kansas State than we did against Nebraska last year, which is absolutely true. But hey, we get the ball back. Didn't score. Let's see if we can do something here. Ooh, that looks like a catch. Davis is going to take it all the way for a touchdown to make it 28-24. Did we go for 2 or not? We'll find out in a second. Check out the replay of Davis catching the ball in stride. And we're seeing a lot of more deep balls. More deep balls this season is what I'm hoping we get. But yeah, so we do get the 2-point conversion, and Kansas State immediately scores, which sucks. But here's Williams on the ground getting the first down. Akron, Ethan Vasco throwing it to Davis for a first down. Can we score quickly? Williams the first down. 3rd and goal. Vasco. Bad pass. Yikes. Interception. No bueno. And that would do it. 49-32. Kansas State beats Akron, but still Akron definitely feels at least a little bit more of a contender against these P4 schools. 6 touchdown passes for Cisco for Kansas State. Well, good Lord. And yeah, they actually crushed the Akron defense, shredded them. He had 5 touchdown passes. I guess he had a rushing touchdown too. But yeah, they absolutely shredded Akron. And tough to see, tough to swallow that, but it happens. Vasco didn't have any interceptions in the previous game. Now he has 3. It feels more correct, right, to see him throw that many interceptions than actually throw nothing with the first game. But we're back in Akron now. We're back at home playing San Diego State, who are now in the Pac-12. So let's see what happens here. First play. How about another deep ball to Davis at the 3? This is what I was talking about. Down at the 3 again. I hate when that happens. God damn it. Williams with the touchdown, though. Easy enough touchdown. We'll see if Akron can bounce back after that loss versus San Diego State. Versus Kansas State the previous week. 7-7 the score now. Tying game. We have the backup running back getting a first down. 2nd and 1. Here's Vasco with the throw to Witherspoon. Like I said, he's all over the field, this guy. Now here's Williams getting the handoff. A 9-yard gain. Williams again punching it in for a touchdown. Making it 14-7. Here's Vasco. All time to throw. Gonna run for it. Get the first down. Don't fumble. He doesn't, which is nice to see. Here's Vasco again. There you go. Yeah, he was open the whole time. Wisner with the catch. 1st and 10. 2nd and 4 now, actually. Get the play action fake. The first down at the 1. There's Kellum, I think his name is. Kellum, the backup running back, getting the touchdown. 21-7. More Zips offense. X catch. Newell touchdown. Newell getting touchdowns on the ground and through the air. Also, I noticed we don't have as many fans as we did 2 weeks ago, which I think is kind of bullshit. What are you guys doing? Because we lost 1 game? Come on, Akron Zips fans. We made the playoffs last year. There's Newell. Check out the replay of Newell catching this ball and running into the end zone. Gotta love to see that. 28-14, not even at halftime yet, and Vasco dropping way back, throwing an interception like he does, kind of par for the course at this point. And San Diego State, see if they capitalize on that. They do. They score a touchdown. So it's 28-21. Not at halftime still, but here's a first down for Davis. 21 seconds left. And Vasco, yikes. Another interception. And luckily not a pick 6. So now it's the 3rd quarter. 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. And we got a throw and catch to Williams. First down. 3rd and 7 now. This situation. We got a throw to, was that Wisner? 4th and inches now, and Newell will get the first down on the ground. 1st and 10. Touchdown. Zips. Yeah. 35-21. Ethan Vasco at shotgun. Ooh, wide open. Witherspoon running it in for a touchdown. I think the Zips are going to be okay. They're going to kneel the ball, and that'll do it. Final score, 45-35. The Zips bounce back after a rough loss at Kansas State previous week and go ahead and beat San Diego State in week 3. It's another 2-1. 377 Passing yards for Vasco, 3 touchdown passes, but I think he had like at least 2 interceptions that I remember. So that is not great. That part wasn't great, but hey, we'll take the yards and the touchdown passes and hope that he can, stop throwing picks. We know he can't, but we know I can. Williams had a great game, though. Paul Davis, also great game as a receiver. Witherspoon had 6 catches for 76 yards and a touchdown. So, this Akron Sips team is looking mighty talented, and we'll see if they can continue the success with their game the next week. And, they will be playing Arkansas, an SEC school. I'm a little nervous with this one. What's going to happen to us? How are they going to beat our ass? Yeah, I'm scared. I don't remember exactly how this game went. I captured this a while ago. So, this might be a little rough, if you know what I mean. But we're going to try our best. We did well against Texas last year, so hey, maybe it won't be so bad. Interception to start things off. It's already 3-0. Here's an interception. Oof. Big whoop. 10-zip. We are losing. Here is a sack. Yeah. We are freaking out. The stadium pulse is pulsating. Here's another freaking sack. Making it 4th and 22. Now it's 3rd and 8. 13-0 now is the score. Vasco with the throw and the catch to Witherspoon. Throw to Witherspoon who catches it. Probably how I should say that. How about another pick? Okay, now thank God we didn't throw a pick there. 2-minute warning. Second quarter. Question mark guy. Probably doesn't want to get the ball. I'm always confused by that because, what the fuck was this button? What button was I supposed to press for question mark guy? Is it square? I don't remember. I know, I'm like in the moment too. I don't know what I'm doing. First down though there for Vasco. Trying to make the most of what we're doing here. Newell with the first down here. Big catch for him. So maybe we can actually get a touchdown here. Vasco. Uh-oh. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Another interception. It's soul crushing. Third quarter. Okay. There's a big throw and Newell getting the catch. So maybe we can make something happen here. Oh, good God. Good freaking God. 28-0. 3rd and 1. First down there for Williams. Now here is Kellum, who is going to run for a touchdown. We're actually going to get on the board in Arkansas. Pretty sweet, I guess. And here's Vasco with the play action fake. Let's throw something big here. Witherspoon with the catch and the touchdown. We did manage to score a few touchdowns at Arkansas, but of course it wasn't enough. 35-14 final score. Arkansas kicks our ass. And pretty much things played out pretty much the way they did the previous season, going 2-2 against our out-of-conference opponents and getting absolutely slaughtered by the Power 4 opponents. Not fun. Not fun for us, but I'm sure it was fun for Arkansas. Good for them. Vasco, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Williams couldn't get it going on the ground. It was pretty rough. Witherspoon had a nice game. Witherspoon Jr., I'm pretty sure he transferred to us because he's only 71 overall. Wow, he is not looking like a 71 overall. So that's pretty interesting because he's definitely a standout thus far in the season. Georgia so far is the number 1 ranked team. Texas A&M, Alabama, top 3. And you can see the rest here, rest of the rankings there. Michigan at 25. LSU at 7. What else we got? More games. I think we only have about 1 more game to show you before we wrap up this episode. But Akron, they're starting their conference schedule officially. We're back at Summerfield. And let's see who they're facing. They're facing the Northern Illinois Huskies. We didn't face them last year. So this will be a new team, new MAC team that we face in this video series. So let's see how we do against Northern Illinois. Williams with the first down there on the ground. 3rd and 7. Vasco with he got sacked. That's not great. 4th and 13. Field goal time. We have not lost to a MAC school so far. Why start now? How about a field goal to make it 3-0? Quite nice. Now it's back to Akron offense. More offensive action. How about a sack? He got sacked there. Not great. Not ideal. But it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's a throw to Davis. The catch is good. First down. Play action. Goodwin. First time saying his name. He gets a first down. 3rd and 4. In shotgun with Williams in the backfield. And Vasco will throw it to Witherspoon. Can he get the first down? I think he did. He did. 3rd and goal now. This situation. Maybe give it to Kellum. Kellum with the first touchdown of the game. Is that what I was meant to say? I think it was. Now it's 10-0. 10-7 actually. We got Vasco to Wisner. Getting the first down. Now here's Vasco to Williams. The fumble! Northern Illinois recovers the fumble. And SpaghettiOs. 4th and 5. I guess Northern Illinois didn't really do much with that situation. And then we blew it on the 4th down conversion. 14-10 now. The Huskies are up against us. And Vasco throws an interception, which is not something you want to do. But we get the ball back. 2nd and 12. 3rd quarter. How about a throw and a catch to Witherspoon, making it first down at 37 now. And now we got Davis getting the first down. 3rd and 4. Ethan Vasco with the throw to Witherspoon again. He is everywhere, guys. He is freaking everywhere. I guess I'm just throwing it to him. I don't know why I'm throwing it to him so much. But hey, it's working out. There's a not so successful screen, but we do get the field goal to make it 14-13. But we're getting a little sweaty here. We're sweating our balls off trying to take care of this Northern Illinois squad, but they just scored a touchdown, 21-13. Here's a screen, which actually worked out. That looked like that was going to be bad, but it turned out to be okay. So here's a play action fake. X right there to Wisner, who gets the first down. Wisner turned out to be pretty solid. I'll say it. I'll admit it. Here's a throw to Witherspoon for first down. 3rd and 6. Screen to Williams. I love those screens, especially when they work. Now here's a shotgun situation. The throw to Witherspoon again. Gets it to the 3-yard line. 3rd and 6 now at the 7. Let's see what we decide to do here. Square? Oof. I think I threw it too late. Here's a field goal, potentially. Yes, we do get it. Still, the Akron fans, they're not quite there. I guess because we've been losing, huh? They're just not as excited for us. But we get a first down there from Kellum. It is 21-16 now. 8 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, and Davis gets the first down for Akron. Now here is 3rd and 11. And we got a first down. That was kind of crazy. I guess we pulled it off. They're going to review it. What happened? They reviewed it. Oh, they called it back. That sucks. I'm going to kick a field goal. Got to kick the field goal because you got to get some points here. Can't really risk it with a 4th and 11. And we do kick the field goal. 21-19. First down here for Rush. 2:45 left to go. Vasco. Ugh. Bad throw. More like bad throw. Fuck. Oh my god. Interception. Oh my god. It's 24-19. We actually still have a chance here. Oh, come on. What are you doing? We lose! Our first MAC loss ever. Northern Illinois actually goes ahead and beats Akron. What is happening? This is not the season we dreamed of. 2-3 in our first 5 games. We were supposed to be better than this. 84 overall team. We have the team. We got the roster. What is going on? Oh my god. I guess you'll have to find out in the next episode how we recover, if we recover, Or is Sherman Byers not going to be the Urban Meyer like we thought he was? Is he actually going to be a dud as a coach? We've got so many questions, man. Oh man, I just don't know. We got a quarterback. Got some recruits. We got some recruits going on. Some guys have committed. Maybe they should be. Maybe they should get committed because they're going to a team that actually sucks. But we'll find out. We'll find out if we actually do suck or not in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I am Nutty Sports Gamer. Till next time, subscribe if you haven't for more Akron Zips Sherman Byers action. Yeah. Thank you very much.